let's discuss one more question. Previous question, we removed cone from the cylinder. Now from cylinder we are removing two hemispheres and we need to find the surface area of this solid shape. Let's start. So a wooden article was made by scooping out a hemisphere from each end of solid cylinder. Okay, so that is a solid cylinder and we are removing scoop, right? Scoop, ice cream scoop, we have seen that, right? That is like a hemisphere. So we are removing scoop out of it at each end from top and bottom as shown in figure. Okay, so figure is provided. Good for us. If the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter, okay, let's write the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter. So let's say this is the height of the cylinder, 10 centimeter, and height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter and its radius of the base is 3.5 centimeter. Okay, so radius of the base, so when we talk about, we need to take the radius of the base, which is 3.5 centimeter. Radius of the base is 3.5 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the article. Simple, we need to find the total surface area of the article. Now remember that this is a sum of combination of 3D shapes, right? So hemisphere from the top and hemisphere from the bottom, we are removing it. Now here we are going to use the same idea that we used in the concept of, like, you know, there were two hemisphere at the top and bottom and there was cylinder in the middle, right? We were adding it. In this case we are removing it. This is completely opposite of that, right? So you can relate to this sum. So again I am going to use the same concept. What I will be doing, first of all, let's talk about the cylinder. So when we talk about cylinder, remember this is solid object, not hollow one, right? Solid means inside there is a matter. Let's say wooden block is given, wooden article it is given. Good. So when I find the surface area, I will be starting with the cylinder. Let's start with the cylinder. So for cylinder we only need to consider the outer one, right? Only outer area, which is in this case for cylinder it is CSA, curved surface area. Done. So if I find the curved surface area, I will be done with the surface area of cylinder. Do I need to include the top surface area of the top surface and the surface area of the bottom? No, remember, because we are removing it. We are removing the hemisphere from the top and the bottom, right? Okay, so that's done for the cylinder. So let's start with the cylinder, that's better. Cylinder. So cylinder it is. For cylinder we need two things, which is height and radius. So let's start with radius. Radius is given 3.5 centimeter. Okay, let's convert into fractions. So 35 over 10 centimeter. What about the height? It is given 10 centimeter. So h is equal to 10 centimeter. Then as we know that we need to find the curved surface area. So let's start. Surface area is equal to 2 pi r h. So 2 into 22 by 7 into r is what? 35 by 10. H is what? 10. So this 10 cancel. 7 ones are, and here 5s are. Anything else? Okay, that's it. 2 into 5 will give you 10. 10 into 22, simple, very simple calculation, 220 centimeter square. So let's write the final answer here, 220 centimeter square. Then surface area of the cylinder. Now remember that we are removing this hemisphere, right? So first of all I'm talking about the top one. Let's say, then this top one I'm writing at the little bottom, drawing at the bottom, and let's say the bottom one I'm drawing at the top. So if we connect, right, if we connect them, it will be what? Sphere only, right? Again same idea I'm using that I used in that previous case, right? Capsule one, kind of you can imagine that it is capsule. So question was something like this, if you want to recall it, right? So if I join these two hemisphere, I will be getting sphere. So same I'm going to do. I need to get this surface area. Remember, I need to get this surface area, which is only curve. I am not going to consider this area of this circle, right? So this, and for this as well, right? Because this part is being cut out from it, scooped out, right? So it will be coming out, so only this area will be left, right? So here, if I talk about, this is hemisphere, right? So surface area of hemisphere will be what? Half of this sphere. Hemisphere means half. Okay, let's start with the hemisphere. So hemisphere it is. Hemisphere. Done. For hemisphere we only need radius. So radius, I think it is same. Radius of the base is same, 3.5 centimeter. So R is equal to 35 upon 10 centimeter. Okay, I've converted this decimal into fraction. Don't get confused here. So done. Now, see, let's start with the surface area here. Let's start with the first one. Remember, the radius for this hemisphere and this bottom one, it is same, right? It's not being changed. So 3.5 centimeter here and here as well. It will remain same. So let's find surface area. Is equal to, first of all, I am writing 2. The reason behind that, because there are two hemisphere, identical hemisphere. Remember, same. 2 into 4 pi r square and denominator 2 again. Can you guess why am I writing 4 pi r square upon 2? Okay, let me tell you if you are not able to get it. 4 pi r square is the surface area of this sphere. And I'm talking about the hemisphere, so half of it, so divide by 2. And why this 2 over here? Because there are two hemisphere, so as a result of it I have written 2 hemisphere, right? This 2 will get cancelled. So what's left here? 4 pi r square. So 4 as it is, pi 22 by 7, and r square, which is 35 by 10 square. So I need to write second time as well, 35 by 10. Done. Let's do cancellation. 7 ones are and 5s are, 5 ones are, 5 2s are, 2 ones are, 2 2s are, 2 ones are, 2 5s are, 5 ones are, and 7s are. So that's it. Good cancellation. 22 multiplied by 7. So that will give you 154 centimeter square. Done. So that is the surface area of this part along with this part. Remember, right? We are done with the curve. Surface area means the outer one, right? We have done from the top one, which is this shape, and the bottom as well. Now we want to find the total surface area. That's very common. We are going to add. So let's find the total surface area of this solid shape. So let's give title total surface area. Okay, for that I need to do the addition. So let's do it, which is, what was the area in first case? 220. So 220 plus 154. Simple. So here 4, here 7, here 3, and what's the unit? Centimeter square. So this is the total surface area of this solid shape. Let's recall the steps. First of all, figure is given in the question. It's very good for us, so we can have an idea that what kind of solid shape is given to us. Remember, sphere, hemisphere is removed from the top and the bottom as well. So we need to find the surface area. First of all, let's start with the cylinder. Radius of the base is given 3.5 centimeter, height is given 10 centimeters. So simple, we find the surface area in a way, curved surface area for the cylinder. Now, as hemisphere has been removed from here, so what we need to do? We need to only consider this area, C, like kind of that. That is, so here one more thing we need to remember. This hemisphere and this hemisphere are having same radius, which is 3.5 centimeter. Done. So what I have done, I have taken the surface area of the hemisphere, right? Sphere divided by 2. But there are two hemispheres, so I multiply with 2. 2 cancel, substitute the values and get the area of the hemispheres, which is sphere in a form. Then add this total area, area of the cylinder and area of the hemisphere. So this is how we get the surface area for